Hey folks, this is Sam Roberts.
Hey, this is Kim Mitchell.
This is Hannah Georges.
This is Matt Mee.
This is Derry Graham from Honeymoon Suite, and you are listening to...
And you're listening to
The
Hulk Caesar Show.
Welcome to the Hulk Caesar Show. I am your host, Hulk Caesar. Returning to us this evening after a grueling 8-week absence is the one and the only, my illustrious co-host, Newfoundland songbird, Emily Malloy. Emily, welcome back. We missed you.
Thank you for having me back. I missed you guys too.
Now, while you were away, we were so lucky to have a virtual cavalcade of guest co-hosts. A big thank you to Rachel Cousins, Katie Baggs, Jake Nickel, Gracie Reed, and Rodney Slade for filling in. Did you catch Feminatica's amazing performance a few weeks back?
I sure did.
We're going to take a little look at it later on. It's pretty amazing.
So cool.
This week on the Hulk Caesar Show, we're joined by one of Newfoundland's most exciting new alt-rock bands, hot off a MusicNL grant and recording with renowned producer Krisjan Leslie. They are a rolling stone in the local music scene. After nearly selling out the Rock House in May, they're set for another big show on August 22nd, and they just performed at Heavy Fest 2025. They were our guests back in 2024 on terrestrial radio for Emily and I's first show as co-hosts. Chris Hibbs, Dylan Billard, and Stephen Martin, collectively known as The Way East. Welcome back to the Hulk Caesar Show.
How you doing, Hulk? How you doing, Emily?
Very good, thank you. It's so nice to have you guys back.
Thank you for having us.
And you get to see how warm it is up here. You know, they say it's Newfoundland's hottest podcast, but I think
hottest podcast.
Yeah.
I think people misunderstand that. I think sometimes
Can be misleading.
Now, for folks just discovering you, how would you describe The Way East in one sentence? I'll give each a chance.
The Way East. A 90s reformed group of alt rock, a bit of indie flair. Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Someone else want to give it a try?
I think we're just a bunch of great ideas, mostly coming from this guy here. Great songwriting. And just trying to get it out to people.
Dylan?
The main thing is, for me, it's a lot of fun, like fun music. I hope it is for everybody else. It is just
Having fun with it.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, too, yeah.
How long have you guys been playing together?
What's it been now, Dylan? So me and Dylan actually started the project a couple of years ago, but it really solidified itself under the name The Way East. And basically that happened with a chance meeting with Jack. I grew up with Jack Picco. He lived basically across the street from me growing up. And I guess we reconnected after many years. And unfortunately, like, he was part of the first show that we did with you guys about a year ago. And he's just happened to relocate himself to Alberta to make that mad money. So that's what he's doing.
We all go out west at some point.
Well, apparently, right? If it's not the mountains, it's the money, right?
That's right.
But yeah, so, and after that, I guess we decided, we didn't know what we were going to do. That was obviously a big change for us because he was our singer, our rhythm section, and we just tried a couple of jams, and we said we could make this work.
Yeah.
And so as opposed to just like tossing it aside, we decided to keep going as a 3-piece. Plus, we also then had the opportunity of getting a grant, and that really kind of solidified things.
Amazing.
At that point.
What's changed the most about your sound since you first started playing?
Well, Jack was our singer.
That's a big difference, I guess.
That's a big change.
It could make a big change.
And you know what? I do want to say, too, Jack was a fantastic singer for us. It was just one of those things, and I'm sure like we all kind of go through that as bands as they go on, that sometimes members stay, sometimes members move on, and that's just what happened in this case. And again, we tried to make it work as a 3-piece, and the whole singing for me is definitely a new thing. So it's not polished, but it's getting there. And of course, too, if not for without Dylan, Dylan's given me a great hand, like doing backing vocals, and that really certainly helps. And of course, then too with Steven has got to be one of the tightest rhythm sections. His drums, like he has impeccable meter. And with Dylan though, is as great as a singer as he is as well, he comes up with some fantastic bass lines.
Cool.
Yeah,
But he sells himself short on the vocals as well, because he's always saying it's just probably not in front of people like we're doing now, or putting it on an album or a record like we're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did you play drums for before?
I've been playing for a few years. I'm also playing in a tragically hip tribute band right now.
Nice. How do you guys come up with songs? Do you kind of like work collaboratively, or is...
We've tried that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work. I guess it's probably too the way I got these guys together is that they were used to the idea that I wrote things on my own time.
Yeah.
And then I brought it to them, and I think that's how it's always worked for me. I like the idea of us getting into a room and writing a song together, but I think unless you form that way, it's kind of hard to transition that way.
Yeah.
Because they're most, at this point, they're expected of me to, like, I write a new song, I bring it in, Dylan will lay his part, Stephen will lay his drum part, and then we kind of go from there. And it kind of has then that sound that we are always based off of. It's never really changing in that sense. I think both methods are fun and they can be very productive. That's just the way we do it.
Cool. Dylan, who are some of your musical influences?
Oh, jeez. I got a lot of influence. Well, obviously the Beatles and like early stuff like that. Rolling Stones. More recently, I've been into a lot of Australian music scene, like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like Murlocs, other bands like that.
Yeah.
He's very obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of music, so there's a lot of bands.
Nice.
that can go on that list. I won't go on too longer.
There's some
Amazing.
good ones out of Australia, though.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. When I lived in Vancouver in the mid 2000s, Australian rock was really popular. Tried like Razorback was one of them, I think, and a couple of those bands were really hot.
Cool.
If each of you had to pick your favorite Way East song, what would it be and why?
I'm going to end up picking a song that we don't even do anymore.
That's okay.
It's become a challenge doing it as a 3-piece, basically. Yeah. For me, I guess I'll take it and then I'll let the guys follow. And it's for me, it's Right Now. It's definitely got influences of like U2, The Edge, that delay reverb type of like feedback feeling of the 80s vibe.
Big sound.
Yeah, a bit of the Cure, the Cult type of thing.
Nice.
But it's again too, it's really hard to do. It's hard to do it like singing it and then taking on those rhythm lead vibes. Whereas in before, if we had our singer doing the rhythm part, then I was able to do this leading over the verses, which just made it so amplified and so much larger than what it is.
Yeah.
Almost even like two vibes of like Radiohead, like Johnny Greenwood. Imagine trying to do that with a 3-piece. It doesn't really work.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we don't really do it right now.
No.
How about you, Stephen?
That's a hard question. A couple of the songs were already pretty much written when I came into the band, but of course I had to put my own stamp on them.
Of course, as a drummer, you got a lot of...
Yeah, and I'm a very different drummer than the previous drummer.
Mm-hmm.
But we were recently in the studio, and basically almost every song we went in with changed in the studio. And we can get into that when we talk about Krisjan, but I think Sparks is probably my favorite song because it's just like a kick in the face, and I think it identifies with us and like who we are and what we want to sound like. It has a little bit of everything.
Nice.
So that's what I'm going to go with.
Awesome. Dylan?
For me, I'd say it's Start a Fire, song that we close every show that we played. Like, got a lot of energy, a lot of different parts, like a cool progression through.
Yeah.
It's just...
3-time signatures.
Yeah.
Is there really?
There's 3, yeah.
I don't even know. That's what the maestro's for.
Yeah. So that's why you got a drummer, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, let's take a quick break. Here's the previously mentioned Feminatica performance from June. It's Love Thy Neighbor live on the Hulk Caesar Show.
Love Thy Neighbor. So I just moved into 304 and I caught a little glimpse of the girl next door. She walks like an angel on a movie screen, cruising in a cross-track in faded jeans. Ask her on a girl's date to hit the town. She says, I know all the spots, I can show you around. Catch you here when I'm off at 9. Come hop in and we'll go for a drive. Think I should sign a waiver. Mom said don't get with strangers, but I like the taste of danger. So I say love thy I think her SUV is a limousine, and I want to see the roof and the passenger seat. Windows fogging up because she's so divine. I love it when she calls me up to give me a ride. So we get back home to 304 and stop in the hall leading to my door. Pause for a second and I catch her eye. I tell her if she likes, she can come inside. Think I should sign a waiver. Mom said don't get with strangers, but I like the taste of danger, so I say love thy neighbor. my neighbor. Should I have signed a waiver? I'll think about that later. I'd like to taste her danger. I think I love my neighbor. I think I love my neighbor. I think I love my neighbor.
Welcome back to the Hulk Caesar Show, where we are joined by Stephen, Dylan, and Chris from The Way East. You recently were awarded a MusicNL grant. Writing can be brutal. What kept you motivated during that process?
I think it's fair to say that, like, when you're applying for the grants, there's a process to it, and you can put a lot of things on a sheet of paper. One of the things I guess I learned the most about it is that if you don't do the work, what are you going to write down on the piece of paper to show that you're worth giving a grant to? So it's all those little things that you're doing along the way as well. It's not just like writing a song or coming together as a band or putting off a great show. It's so many other like little admin things, and it can wear you down.
Did you get some help with it, or did you have like some outside help?
We did. So we came together and we basically, we had a basic structure for the grant. And after applying so many times, we kind of felt like maybe it'd be a good idea to like maybe get someone to proofread it. So actually who we had was Michelle Robertson, who was manager of The Once and Fortunate Ones, all them. So she was absolutely fantastic. She didn't really rewrite anything. She just said, Chris, like, you've got this probably in that wrong spot and this in that wrong spot. We just kind of like reformatted it.
Yeah, when you write enough of them, I guess you kind of get a second sense for it.
Absolutely. And she's so good, like, great tact about like, how to try and push you in the right direction without, taking any offense to anything. Because I mean, it is your baby, like all the little things that are inside of it as well. And sure enough, we didn't get it right there after that next proofread submission, but we did the following. So, and it was still hers basically. But I think that everybody realizes this, that's in the music industry locally, that like there's a lot of people applying for these grants. Mm-hmm. There's not enough money to go around. Mm-hmm. And you can get sidetracked with that whole thought and theory. But I think it's just determination, proving that you are a band worthy of the money that they're giving, and make sure that you come out with a product that's worthy to like, give to the public for them to hear. So, and I think that we've achieved that.
Also, too, I think if they see that, like, okay, these guys are sticking around, they're going to try it and try it and try it. Maybe there's a reason they're doing that.
Yeah,
we'll give them a shot.
Yeah, I think persistence definitely pays off for that sort of thing.
Big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
I agree.
Stephen, where were you when you found out that you got the grant? Were you guys all together, or did you find it separately?
I was probably at work. Definitely that's where I'm doing all the time. But no, I think I actually had an inkling we did have it, because I think you sent a message saying big news or something. So we were kind of waiting on a decision. So yeah, it was.
I was probably trying to call you at work.
He was probably trying to call me. And I was like, but no, Chris messaged us and said we had to talk and stuff. It was good news, and we kind of figured that was the news, and it was.
Nice.
We were really happy. Yeah.
You used the grant to work with Krisjan Leslie. What did he bring to the table that surprised you?
I don't know.
I'll take this.
Yeah, you absolutely.
So, personally, I'm not sure about the other guys, but I knew Krisjan a little bit, not as a engineer or producer. I just knew because he works at our local music store here. Great guy. I was like, oh wow, excited to work with him. Heard some things about him.
He worked on some big albums with some like big Canadian alternative bands, right?
I was unaware of that until Chris filled me in with that, because he's a very modest guy. He won't ever tell you, yeah, I worked on this gold record or this album with this band that's sold out umpteen shows. He won't say that. So going in, we were definitely excited. Just anytime you go into any studio, you're excited. So we went into his studio, and very quickly I learned that it wasn't just going to be, okay, here's another band, hit record. He took over a producing role right away. And like I alluded to before, almost every song that we went in with changed in the studio, and for the better.
Amazing.
100%. And Krisjan is probably the main reason for that. But you kind of just, I guess when you have so many songs for so long, you kind of get tunnel vision, you're in a box. So having those outside eyes and feedback, which he had, which are obviously professional, he really opened our eyes and kind of nudged us in a direction where we probably never would have went. But yeah, nothing but great things to say about Krisjan.
I always find it interesting when band has a kind of established producer that they always work with. When they try somebody new and like do a different album, I always find the fresh album is so interesting to hear.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
contrast is so noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Dylan, did any songs take a big left turn once you got in the studio?
Oh, jeez. I'd say a good portion of them did, for honestly. Like, Life's Mysteries, for example, like, we rewrote the verses for that one, like, completely. Like,
We did.
different.
Yeah, we
It's-
rewrote that song,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, jeez. Like, a lot of our songs, like, there's a lot of it we added to that we wouldn't have thought of if it wasn't for Krisjan. Like, just like Steven said, the fresh set of eyes and ears,
Yeah.
listening on something that we've been playing for years, you know.
Which was fun too, because when the studio can be very tedious, just banging out the same song however many times you got to do it. But it was almost like we were playing new songs, so it was very fun, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's very cool, like the way that things evolve, especially your music. Because a little while ago, I heard a fact. Now, I might need to be fact checked.
We don't fact check on this show.
But I heard that Daughter by Pearl Jam was actually originally Brother. And then he sang Daughter one time and changed it.
Oh, wow.
Because it sounded,
Sounded better, I think.
Yeah, it sounded better.
Wording, phrasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You should be able to confirm
things
that.
change and get better.
Well, I won't get into it. I said we don't fact check, so I can't fact check. You know. We had Jake Nickel on the show last month, and he was talking about how he's a producer, of course, and he has people come in and they have like their demo, and they're like, "I'd really like to see what we could do with this, and like juice it up and make it sound really good." And they get really excited to kind of hear it. But then when they finally do get to the end of the process, they're like, "Maybe we can make it sound, like more like the demo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to basics. So, what did you guys learn from recording this new material?
Definitely take criticism.
Yeah, but he's good at that.
Yeah,
That's something-
he's good at it in a way that he's not going to offend you.
No.
But he's just going to he's not going to grab you by the hair. He's just going to lead you to that other door, which you probably should be going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really, really great.
I think one of the things too to remember about Krisjan too is like he's actually probably like, and I didn't realize at the time, like Steven said either. I mean, like I didn't even know he lived here in the province, but like going back, like one of the biggest influences for me growing up was Age of Electric and Lib Lifter.
Yeah, he did a bunch of their albums, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, what? We're in the same room with him? Like he's going to get to produce this? So he got the music.
Yeah.
Because again, too, like, like how I was saying, like what the music, the influences are, it's that mid 90s, late 90s, like alt rock feel. And it still has that. So he got it.
Yeah.
He really did.
I think it just, that worked right away when he heard it. He's like, oh yeah, I know this.
He did somebody else big too, like Days the New or someone, or
3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. Yeah.
Touched on Billy Talent like before their like Try Honesty album.
Yeah.
But there's some other like huge ones.
Yeah, I looked through his discog. He had a lot of big names on there.
Big names, yeah, and a lot locally though too.
Yeah.
That's the other part. Yeah.
You'd have to research it because, like I said, he won't tell you.
No, he don't.
He's not one to brag. So.
Yeah.
He has a goal, or is it a platinum album of Age of Electric?
He do.
Their second album.
Yeah.
Between him and the other gentleman, whose name I can't recall right now, who lives out around the Bay, moved back here, who did the Wicked soundtrack. We got some Greg Wells. We got some pretty prolific producers on the go around here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, well, let's take a quick break, and then we'll set up for tonight's live musical performance from the Way East. It's now time for a musical performance live in our Hot for the Moment studios high above Posey Row in downtown St. John's, Newfoundland. The Way East. What do you have for us first?
The song we got for you is Life's Mysteries.
Nice.
So
That's
good, guys.
wicked.
I love the harmonies on that one.
I love all of it. That was deadly.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
I know, guys, you played Heavy Fest just this past week. What was that like?
It was a good time. Really good, like well put together event. It was at the Space there by Wonderbolt. That's a great venue. The sound was great. Great photography.
Is that Eastern Edge Gallery spot there? Yeah, yeah.
Eastern Edge, yeah. It's a great spot. Also pretty hot in there. Not as hot as here.
We won't have trouble making weight in our fights this week, that's for sure.
Well, like Dylan said, Ben Chapman-Smith, he put off the event as fantastically put together. No shortage of talent in the heavy scene by no means. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we had a good time.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. Can you give us a rundown of your upcoming shows?
You go ahead.
Well, the next one that we have organized is for August 22nd at the Rock House.
Nice.
We're doing that with Infrared. They're friends of ours. We've done a couple of shows with them in the past.
Nice.
Great guys. Along that same line of good rock music, a good rock show at the Rock House.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome Rock has a good place to play, eh?
Oh,
Fun show there.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's all right.
That was one of the better venues to play.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Where else do you like playing here in town? What's some other good venues?
The Ship is obviously how can you not mention the Ship when you mention St. John's? The Black Sheep is great.
Yeah.
Peter E's is fun to play at times when we have. It's a smaller venue, but it's definitely got that intimate vibe. I don't know if you guys got some suggestions.
I mean, you just listed most of the places that you can't play right.
Right?
Well, if you get the opportunity like Steven, you can play like George Street Fest. You can play down on the water,
Junctions are open too. So
Yeah. I used to hang at the Junction in the mid-90s. He used to have Molson Wednesday. It was 50 cents for a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
We went over 60 straight Wednesdays. We had our own table. Dwayne, the bartender, used to put a table aside for us. Amazing, guys. Well, we have time for one more live performance from the Way East. Can you introduce your next song for us?
Steven.
it's a song called Closer.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm never scared of what I can't control. Push it over too fast and you know it. Things you want, things you get. Nothing lasts forever. Call me when it's over. Calling me closer with your beliefs. Nobody feels it, nobody sees. Calling me closer with your beliefs. Nobody feels, nobody sees. Feeling so bad, I'm afraid to ask. Walk down the street, but it's hard to laugh. The thought it might be more than this. The answer to the question is worse than it is. Call me closer with your beliefs. Nobody feels, nobody sees. Calling me closer with your beliefs. Nobody feels, when nobody sees. One, two, three, go! nobody sees. Calling me closer with your billies. Nobody feels when nobody sees.
So good.
So good.
It's so nostalgic. Like it feels like I'm back in the 90s listening to my radio.
It's amazing because you did that song when you played on the show a year and a half ago. And as listeners know, I take all the songs off the shows and I have a collection on my phone of all the songs people have played. I got like over 100 songs people have played, and it's like all I really listen to. So I've heard Closer and High School Locker about 1,000 times.
So good.
So nice to hear a new version.
It's in the loop. Yeah.
Amazing.
So cool. All right. The Way East. Thank you so much for performing. Where can folks find you on the worldwide interwebs?
Or on Instagram as The Way East NL. I
Perfect.
believe it's Facebook as The Way East.
Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple, if you want to go to streaming services. Currently, as you know, like High School Locker is up there, but the recording process has finished with Krisjan Leslie. The mastering is just about done, and hopefully we'll have our first new single this month, actually.
Super cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, Closer.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Amazing. It's awesome. All right, it's now time to play everyone's favorite game of questions, Caesar's Casual Conversations with tonight's guests, Dylan, Stephen, and Chris from The Way East. We have just tonight refilled the commemorative E.T. the Extraterrestrial hat with questions. As everyone knows, we've asked the AI a few different prompts to get questions for the hat. We've had regular questions, we've had introspective questions, we've had short questions. So we just emptied out the hat, and I asked the robot for questions that were retro questions. And as always, I printed and cut these blind drunk. And as I texted Emily, and I was doing it last night, I took my glasses off so I wouldn't be tempted to read any of these. So I have not seen them. So you can pull one out of the hat, give it a quick answer. We'll all go around, give it a quick answer. If you don't like the question, throw it on the floor. You take another one. So Dylan, you want to go first? All right. Brand new questions.
I'm afraid of this game.
What food felt fancy to you as a kid?
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good question.
Growing up in Port of Ass was a lot of food was
Everything
considered
was
fancy
fancy.
to us. McDonald's in Cornwall.
I was going to make a joke and say McDonald's.
Yeah, we had very little fast food around. There's a Subway. We don't really have a fast food burger spot or anything. There's Tim Hortons, like a few pizza spots, but those get old pretty quick. And well, growing up, like, well,
Great answer.
as a kid, yeah, like anything
That's
like
where you
that.
go.
Yeah, great
Anything
McDonald's
exotic, like Wendy's. Or
Oh, yeah. Exotic. I
Chris?
love that.
That's great.
Velveeta.
Okay.
Wow.
Right?
It does-
Didn't we see the commercials? Right?
Yeah.
Growing up, you know,
That's fair.
What was it? Breyer's ice cream.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. But it wasn't. Just thought it was.
Sounds fancy. Steve?
What was fancy to me? I don't know. I mean, like spaghetti, maybe. Like I don't, because it was like very rare.
Yeah.
So it was like when spaghetti came out, I was like, whoa. Yeah, yes.
When they released spaghetti.
I remember that.
I feel like when I was a kid, it was fancy to go to Swiss Chalet.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Actually, yes.
Dipping sauce.
I wish I thought of that.
But they're not fancy anymore. They used to have like leatherback menus.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you
When I
know.
went to BC, someone was like, we'll go to Swiss Chalet. And I was like, well, that's nice. Should I get dressed up? And they're like, what are you talking about?
I can't afford that.
It's like one step up from McDonald's in BC.
Yeah, you get a
No,
list.
no offense, Dylan.
Yeah, you got that lemon water, didn't you? Like, wash
Yeah,
your
that's
hands
right.
afterwards.
Fancy. That's pretty
dish to
fancy.
wash your
Or
hands.
Ponderosa here in town, even though I heard it got shut down for rats. But before I knew that, I thought it was really fancy.
That's legit.
Make your own Sunday bar there.
Yeah.
There's a Chinese place there now.
Oh, that's right.
Even better.
You want to give that to Chris to pick one?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I think that's a good start. Good question.
I know. I'm a big fan so far.
Oh. Which mall store did you always go to first?
Ooh.
I mean, come on. We know what the answer to this is going to be.
These are
If it
great.
wasn't Music World, it was Sam the Record.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
Yeah. Getting our first like Radiohead album. Actually, I think Dookie was my first album, and I probably bought it there.
Yeah.
I think mine was the It Store.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What's it called now? The X store?
Yeah,
The
I don't
X
know.
Store,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not the same.
Dylan?
Well, Port Bass had a very small mall. We had Bargain Giant and Buck or Two and Ribs.
Nice. Ribs.
Yeah, Ribs is a treat.
Ribs
Every time
is
I go
awesome,
home,
yeah.
it's like greatest deals.
I
there.
love
I
ribs.
love Riffs, yeah. We went to Riffs. We were in Fogo. They had a Riffs.
Yeah,
It's a
besides
must-see.
that, there's not much. A jewelry store and a grocery store.
If you came into town, what was like the cool place to go in the mall?
Oh, coming to town, geez, like that was a rarity for
Like a
me.
smorgasbord of stores.
Value Village.
Yeah, any record store, like Fred's, like
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm a big record collector, that's like a treat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Emily?
I'd say San Francisco was my place.
Oh, yeah, good
I
answer.
loved it there. You could, there's
forgot
some
about
cool
that.
stuff. That's where all the lava lamps were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to come into, I grew up in Whitburn, not in the boys' home, but I mean, there's very little difference between town and the boys' home. And we'd come into town for like to go to the museum or something like that, and they'd drop us off at the Avalon Mall for lunch. And the boys would shoplift like crazy, of course, right? This is just when they started putting the sleeves on tapes and stuff. So the IT store, all the guys would go in the IT store, and then they come back on the bus. My mom's a teacher, so I could never get away with anything, so I never tried. But they'd have like boxes and boxes of temporary tattoos. So like for like 3 months after we did have a field trip to the mall, like everyone would have temporary tattoos up and down their arms all year. But I liked Electronic Avenue in the mall, the arcade that used to be in the mall. I don't know, I'm almost 50, so I used to go to the mall in like the late 80s and early 90s when they had the really cool arcade there.
Cool.
Steven, you want to pick one?
Yep.
These questions are good. I like them.
I
Did a good
know.
job this time.
So far, so good.
What's the coolest thing you ever found or bought at a yard sale or flea market?
Ooh.
These are great.
The coolest thing that I ever bought or found, actually still have and still use every day, is a 1981 Fender acoustic guitar I bought for $20. That the lady obviously didn't know what she had. No. I felt bad, but I bought it, took it home, and I still use it.
Do right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yard sale. Oh, I mean, I think it was something musical. It might have been like a bow or something like that. Or actually, no, I think it was like a Radiohead. So I was a huge Radiohead fan, like collector of like different CDs, like their B-sides and
Yeah,
stuff.
they have
like
lots of
that.
stuff.
Yeah, they do. They have so much stuff. And actually, I think it was that. Like, I was actually up in Toronto, and I think it was exactly that, like some Radiohead like B-side or something like
Nice.
that.
Dylan?
For me, like I like going doing some thrift hunting, looking for some good.
Well, there's not many garage sales in Port Basque.
No, well, surprisingly,
I was going to
Yard
say, I bet there
sale.
probably is.
There was a lot, yeah, I remember
whole
going
community.
with my dad when I was younger and getting like so many old action figures, like old Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
Yeah.
You'd always see
I had endless amounts of that.
It's all my old toys my mom was selling off on me.
I think one of the best things I found locally though was a vintage like '90s Fender Stratocaster T-shirt.
Cool.
Nice. Emily?
I did a fair bit of yard sailing. My uncle owned a secondhand, like new to use store. So I would go to Corner Brook and we would literally listen to the radio for all the listings, write out a big list, and hit every single yard sale in Corner Brook. So I think the coolest thing I ever got was a Nirvana hoodie. Not because I knew who they were, but I wore it home, and my brothers gave me so much shit and called me a poser that I looked into their music and became a Nirvana fan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I too, I guess one of them, we found this big, like, super heavy glass mirror type thing and had like a tropical image in it, and you plug it in and like it lit up different spots and played like birds chirping and stuff. And we had it on my friend's balcony. We mounted it to a wall on her balcony, and like when you'd be drinking, you turn it on. It was so funny. We loved it.
Awesome.
And then I went to a yard sale at a church in Vancouver one morning, and they had a Nintendo there, original Nintendo with the gun and everything still in the package. Wow. And I said, "How much for this?" She said, "Nintendo, $5." I was like,
Give it to me.
and that's still the Nintendo we're playing at the house right now.
That's deadly.
Yeah, amazing. And we shift the hat back down here, guys. Pass it down around.
Send her back.
Oh, well, it only took the AI about 15 prompts before I started getting some good questions here for us.
This is wicked.
Like
I love
this.
the retro questions. Okay. What was your school dance jam? So like a popular song at school dance? Oh, God. Like high school?
Yeah. Junior high school area.
Just a lot of terrible songs.
I got a picture of her
right now.
and Dustin Bieber, which is a
Yeah.
thing I love to look at.
I feel like we listened to a lot of T-Pain.
Wow.
That was like, and like maybe Lady Gaga, like Poker Face.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go
In
with
high
that
school?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steven?
Well, Steven's gonna go.
This is gonna. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a huge one. Was like at dances, November Rain.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a big one.
Yeah. Chris?
We had two. I remember Good Riddance was huge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Vitamin C. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I know that
As we
song.
go
That's the
on.
one.
Yeah, we listened to it at a show one night. I think we put it on.
There you go. Right? Yeah.
I don't know. Is that the graduating song?
I think it
that's
was
what
too.
it's called.
It was
Yeah.
between that and Good Riddance.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, this is called the graduating song. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Dylan?
Geez, for me, high school dances, probably anything by the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a feeling anything like that when I was growing up. Yeah.
Those
Stuff
were the
like that.
jams.
Cha-cha slide.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cha-cha slide
That
was
always
huge.
got everybody out on the floor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of Cotton Eye Joe, you know.
Yeah, that too.
Got to find out where that Cotton Eye Joe went.
Everybody's down.
Yeah, we love that. Or a little bit of Thunderstruck, the guy who was our DJ in town. He had a little bit of a lift. Boys, here we go. It's a new AC/DC song. Thunderdunk.
Thunderdunk.
We loved it. All right, here we go. Last one. I don't like that question. I'm always the one that throws the questions on the floor. That's why I let other people have the options.
You
so.
started the rule.
What's your most played cassette or CD ever? Oh boy, I've had some CDs that I've had on cassette, that I've had on record, that I had on 8-track going back. Like so many different versions that I'm on mini disc, had the MP3s, had them all. I'd say 10. Pearl Jam's 10 is definitely the most. I've probably had 3 copies of it on tape, 3 copies of it on CD. I had the mini disc. I've had multiple MP3s of it. I'm sure I've had it 20 different copies of 10 in some version or another.
Sick.
Dylan?
I'd say for me, like growing up, driving around in a car, Steve Miller's Greatest Hits.
Nice.
It's gotta be. It's overplayed. Like,
Love
so
it.
good, but
Abracadabra, such a banger.
Is it
Yeah, I'm surprised by your answer,
no, honestly,
but I respect you more.
Music can do that, you know?
Yeah.
Chris?
I think Nevermind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was that or In Utero, one or the other. But yeah, it was hugely Nirvana back then.
Yeah. Steven?
I'm gonna go with Use Your Illusion 1 and 2.
Oh, I got those for Christmas. My grandmother gave them to me, and I used to blast Get in the Ring, and my mom would say something. I'd be like, better ask your mom. She gave it to me.
100%. Yeah. Use Your Illusions.
For cassette tape, Patsy Cline for sure.
Was that one that you probably got like at a gas station on a trip maybe somewhere?
It was my grandfather.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was a big Patsy Cline fan. And then CD, probably Jagged Little Pill
Yeah.
or like Joss Stone or Jewel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had that Jagged Little Pill tape. I bought it. We went to a store. There used to be a little store in Harbor Grace that sold tapes. We went there and I got that and Everclear Sparkle and Fade and another really big one. I forget 3 really big albums that I listened to
Great
like,
albums.
nonstop.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, that's about all the time we have this week. A big thank you to the Way East for stopping by, guys. Nice to see you. We got some gifts here for you. We got our show zine. You can take one and pass them down. It's funny enough. This one features pictures I took in the Avalon Mall of different stores in 1995 when I skipped school one day. Stitches is in there, Music World, Sam the Record Man, all your favorite stores. And there's a little barcode in the middle there. You scan it, and it'll give you a little online app that plays a bunch of songs that Emily herself has performed on the show over the past year.
Wow, amazing.
And afterwards, we'll get you to sign the flyer here, and we'll put it on the picture wall.
That's really cool. Thanks, by the way.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
We have a lot of great guests coming up in August, along with more appearances from Emily. Pretty exciting.
I'm back.
If you've got something to say, Hulk@hulkshow.com. For Chris, Dylan, Stephen, Emily, and myself, I'm the Hulkster. Thanks for watching The Hulk Caesar Show.